Thank you to Jay and Hazel for bringing us all together here and these amazing titles, and it's a real honor to be a part of this. So I'll introduce the book with the last poem in the book. This book is depressing. Man, this book is depressing. Overall, this book is depressing. The mood of this book is depressing. Update. This book is depressing as fuck. I can't tell if this book is depressing or if I'm just sad. Why even raise the question of whether this book is depressing? This book is depressing and poorly written and researched. If you're afraid that this book is depressing, I can ease your mind. About 80% of this book is depressing to any thoughtful or caring person. Dear reader, curl up with a bottle of wine and tissues, because this book is depressing. Based on what I've said, you might get the impression that this book is depressing. To summarize, this book is depressing, wayward, inconclusive, and completely brilliant. This book is depressing, and I couldn't get to sleep fully because I kept thinking about it. How lame is that? Although this book is depressing and does not have the usual happy ending, I'd advise reading this book for those who write. I know for many this book is depressing and difficult to make sense of and seems to portray a sense of hopelessness. But I think the book is written to show us the futility of everything. This book is depressing and the weather isn't helping, but luckily someone has ripped out the last few pages, which has cheered me up. Seriously, if you're a reader or a writer, give us a glimpse of hope here and there and we'll keep reading. What I'm saying is, you know, when you read a depressing book and it has a depressing ending, that's basically me right now. That poem was composed by a Twitter bot. I composed the Twitter bot, though. So I'm going to finish with a couple poems from a sequence that comes near the end of this collection called Return Policy. Credit happiness to predictability. A year or two becomes the desire to rebuild. This dangerous impulse, a kind of desertion. So go home, try to be good. Face to unrecognizable face, no creases on the forehead, the open mouth beginning to speak. The pressure of occurrence interrupts a response. Fingerprints inked on concrete revisions, cups of cold coffee, an unused spoon. Such objects keep us together, apart together. Darting eyes seek reassurance of a common frenzy. Unopened letters in the doorway. Reference passes through writing. In the dream, the interlocutor refused, moved a glass from the edge of the table. This is an experiment in silence. I don't lose sleep over it. Self-help is just how capitalism feels. So trust unwinds, binds limbs to furniture, vacancies to cities. Proximity counterfeits acquaintance. Today, a note, less than a letter, a single sentence. I knew the rules from the outset, but forgot the implication. Motion discloses coarse approximations of an instinct. The sky clears, and bodies return to tracing soft prints. Continues to disrupt impartial measurement. Like capital expresses a nervous system deprived of touch. Personal documents filed among pressed leaves, receipts. Remote voices screen a distance splayed as light. Gravity among overlaid possessions. Not a break, an evacuation. Thank you very much.